Black Eyed and Blues, Show 83, January 8th, 2013. Crafting guitars in West Hartford, Connecticut City's among the nation's drunkest, and another great week of music starting now.
This is the Hartford Online Radio Network. 21st Century Audio. Delivered. onthehorn.com.
Bandwidth for On the Horn is provided by Amazon S3 servers. Amazon S3 is storage over the internet. Retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Highly scalable, reliable, secure, fast, and inexpensive. All from a name you trust, Amazon. For more information about Amazon S3 storage, visit aws.amazon.com. And now, here's Brian Lee.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Lee, and this is the Black Eyed and Blues Music Show. Black Eyed and Blues is sponsored by Gateway Financial Partners and the accounting firm of Budwitz and Meyerjack. Good evening, everybody. Before we get to the music, we've got a lot of things to cover tonight eventually. I would like to introduce you to our producer and jambalaya enthusiast, Brian Parker.
Thank you very much. It's beautiful to be here. Hey, I was reading one of the articles. It was about T-Bone Bennett.
T-Bone Burnett, yeah.
Burnett. And I was thinking, we need nicknames. We need blues nicknames.
Do you want to be Jambalaya Enthusiast Parker?
Well, you could be like Brian T-Bone Lee.
Mud Cat.
I could be Ribeye Parker. And Evan in the chat room, I was thinking of Evan Hamhock Richards.
Yeah, I like Hamhock.
Evan Hamhock Richards. What do you think of that? Can we get that going?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Whatever you want, Ribeye.
I love it. I love it, T-Bone. T-Bone, man, T-Bone.
Yeah,
T-Bone.
Do anything this past weekend or what?
I started my resolutions.
Which was,
there was really one resolution and it kind of morphed into something else. But it was work out every day until you sweat.
Yep. And then stop or continue?
And then stop, because otherwise I will get it in my head that I'm still 23 and I'll hurt myself.
Okay.
Which has been the tradition for the last 5 years. So stop until you work. So what that amounts to is about
20 minutes,
30 to 40 minutes on the treadmill.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. And then I'm doing a 10-day juice.
Very nice.
Juice only for 10 days. We bought a juicer.
Yep.
And
which one did you get?
Brevelli.
Okay.
Breville.
I borrowed our chef's from the bar. I borrowed his Jack LaLanne one, and I love it. So I bought one myself. I think they rock.
It is really quite impressive to put like a full carrot. And I bought like the big gnarly looking carrots.
Oh yeah.
Like
we went to
out
Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And we're like,
zip, and that thing just goes away. But there is this little smack when it gets to like the end of it. Yep. I don't know what that smack is.
That's bad.
I don't know. It's like the plunger is going down too much or something. So I've been doing that. So I started. I had my first juice on Sunday night, but yesterday was my first full day. And so I took my weight on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was 242.5,
mm-hmm.
which is almost an eighth of a ton.
Okay.
For those of you keeping score at home.
And I know you are.
And now I am 238. I've lost 4.5 pounds in a day and a half.
And how do you feel?
The same.
No different.
No different. I actually felt a little bloated earlier today. I was on the treadmill and I was like, oh. But I think that's just probably the juice and all the good stuff that's causing
getting loose.
Gas or something.
Yeah, getting loose. The
but
juice getting loose.
I feel the same.
Okay.
I don't feel any healthier or anything. I'm excited about 4 pounds in a day and a half.
I will say I'll say probably in 8 days, you'll feel a completely different person.
How will my wife feel about that?
Well, that's up to her.
Do I get to choose? Or like,
yes.
Okay. No, but it's 10 days. It's 10 days and that's it. So I'll be almost done with it by next week.
Okay.
This time next week. So
I can't wait to find out exactly how much different you feel, because everybody I know who's done it says by day 6 they feel completely different. They feel so much better.
Yeah.
So.
But then again, I don't have a lot of toxins in me because I don't do a lot of drinking, which I was reading one of the blog sites,
mm-hmm.
and they said when you juice, there's a lot of, how do we say this delicately, bathroom episodes. And I've had none of that, and I think it's because they suggest
you don't drink.
The people who drink on a regular basis have tons and tons and tons of these neural toxins all over the place.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not doing one of those 10-day things, because I'd spend the entire day in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I drink all the time.
Yes.
That's why Connecticut's in the top 6 drunk cities in the area. So.
Oh, Evan in the chat room has said he's found a website to generate your own blues name.
Oh, okay.
How do you do that? I'll check
We'll
this
get to
out.
that. I'll fire off the first song and we'll go from there. And Evan can tell us what our names are.
Great.
First song of the night comes from Jen Lowe, who with her band The Sensitive Dudes was down at Black Eyed Sally's this past Friday. I hadn't seen Jen in about 3 years. It was really good to hear that she's doing well. She played the show and took off. She's flying to Nashville. She's going to do a disc with a new band that she's working with called Big Kettle Drum. So keep an eye out for that in the future. So here with a song called Hell is Jen Lowe.
He drank caffeinated coffee and his heart started racing. Naively, I thought it was for me. He drank beer and whiskey and his mouth started talking. Said it would be my destiny. Well, I was 22 and spinning, but my world wasn't with me, and I didn't have the confidence to see that life's not worth living if you keep on running, trying to defy all gravity. My heart breaks on both sides now, and oh, I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like you. Now I'm lost somewhere in Oz, with the oceans and the sun. Between the flats and seas I start to come undone. 'Cause there's a little bit of him in everything I do, that it changes my mixed up point of view. And I know I can't go on like this, and I know I can't go home. So I find myself lost right in between. Oh, the laughing and the caring, but the lonely days and crying, determining what I might need for me. My heart breaks on both sides now, and oh, I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like hell. When I stepped up to that moving train, it was getting on down the line. If my heart and soul could only do the same, spend my life with one foot out the door and the other on the mark. Borrowed time, just waiting on a change. My heart breaks on both sides now, and oh, I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. My heart breaks on both sides now, and oh, I wish I could tell the difference between being blue and not feeling so well. I feel like hell.
The Hartford Online Radio Network. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Well, you know, sometimes I'm so far away from you, darling. Hear what I want you to do when I'm gone. You gotta take my love with you everywhere you go. Take my love with you everywhere you go. You got to take my love with you everywhere you go. In the street, in a crowd. Just keep your mind on me, yeah, and we'll have a love endlessly. When temptation falling down, you know I'll always be around. You gotta take my love with you, sit everywhere you go. Come take my love with you. Everywhere you go, you got to take my love with you. Everywhere you go, you got to take my love with you. Oh, baby, everywhere you go, in the street, in a crowd, when you're home, all alone, gotta take my love with you. Baby, everywhere you go, yeah. Oh, I know there's so many guys, they got their eyes on you, but I'm here to tell you, darling, that their intentions are true. So if it's me that you desire, we're gonna make it, darling, to the fire. You just gotta take my love with you. Hey, everywhere you go, oh baby, take my love with you. Everywhere you go, come on and take my love with you. Everywhere you go, you got to take my love with you. Everywhere you go, in the street, in a crowd, when you're home, all alone, take my love everywhere. Take my love, oh now baby, come on, oh darling, oh yeah, the midnight hour, I'll be there everywhere. Just gotta take that love with you, baby. Oh baby, oh yeah, all right, oh yeah. I said take my love with you. Well,
That was the Mighty Soul Drivers, who returned to Black Eyed Sally's this past Saturday night. It was Peter Rost, who most of you know as River City Slim. It was his 60th birthday. Happy birthday, Peter. Packed house. It was awesome. They were a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's the second time they've played. This was a band that got thrown together for the Blues Challenge, right? And they've just taken off. They're playing out every weekend, and people love them everywhere they go.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was I think they got together. I think they said it was about 2 weeks before the Blues Challenge started. Interesting stuff. What was this? What was the website for our name generator? Was it
Blues Centric.
Very nice. Very nice.
Do you want me to do some?
Give us a few.
All right. Let's see here.
Since you've got it up, I don't.
Let's see here. Let's go back. We can go back and we can do. So you pick what your instrument is.
Okay.
Electric guitar, acoustic guitar, harmonica, piano, solo guitar. Diddly bow?
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
It's a little guitar.
It's a little guitar?
Yeah.
Bass guitar, saxophone, or vocals. So who do you want to do? You want to do me or you?
We'll do you.
All right. So which do you think I should do?
Electric guitar.
Mm-hmm. Where's electric guitar? Oh, there it is. It's at the top. And then would you describe me as tall, short, bald, muscular, big hands, walk with a limp, pretty sick, large, mustache, goatee, or beard?
Well, you're bigger than me, so we'll just go large.
Large is not in there.
I thought you said large.
Tall, short, bald.
Nope, none of those.
Muscular, big hands.
Nah, not really.
Pretty, sick, skinny. Oh, there is large.
I thought so.
All right. And then, so there's 4 things.
4? Sweet Jesus.
Yep. So then when you think of me, do you think red, green, blue, orange, yellow, purple, or pink?
Red, as in the smoking jacket.
Oh. And then when you think of me, do you think of funk, jazz, blues, soul, rock, jump,
It's very
boogie?
simple. I don't even need to go on. It's funk. It's Biscuit Miller, baby.
It's funk. I think you're
it's
right.
without question funk.
So here's one of them. It'll just Blazing Large Roosevelt. That's my blues name.
That's great.
Blazing Large Roosevelt.
I love that.
Or it could be Kickin' Funky Stringer Jefferson.
Nah, that's way too many words.
How about
it's got to be something you can say like in a breath.
Itchy Apple Thornton.
I like that one more than ribeye. But all of this is making me think about feeding our friends.
Oh,
so
my
let's
God.
just jump right into the feed our friends contest.
All right there, Funky Guitar Thornton. Take us away.
I got this. Folks, let me tell you about our Feed Our Friends program here at On the Horn. Each week, our Facebook friends have a chance to win a $50 gift card from Black Eyed Sally's in Hartford. All you have to do is friend our Facebook page and you're in the running. What happens is each week, our social media czar, Evan Richard, will draw 3 names and post them on our fan page wall. The first to respond before the end of the show is the winner. Just let us know that you're listening, and you get the $50 free from Black Eyed Sally's and On the Horn. This week's contestants are Whitney Amundsen, Brian Fetterman, and Mark Kish. The three of them have until the end of the show to post on our Facebook fan page, and you win.
Which is almost an hour away.
Yep.
So Mark, Brian, and Wendy.
No, Whitney.
Oh, Whitney.
Yep.
All right. Very good. Who's next, buddy?
Good luck. This past Thursday, I saw 2 bands down in the Roots Music Series. The first was Becky Kessler and Floyd Kellogg. Becky won the Connecticut Band Slam Award for Best Singer-Songwriter. She was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. The next was Goodnight Blue Moon. I'm not really one who likes to give out praise when it's not warranted, so I'm just going to tell you they were the best band that I've seen our buddy Fernando bring into the bar. They were absolutely fantastic. They played, I don't even know how many instruments were on stage at one point. There were probably 9 different instruments being used between a bunch of different songs. The singer sounds just like Paul Simon, and there was a polish to them that not a whole lot of bands have, and I really, really liked it. They're going to be playing at another Hartford club. They're a New Haven-based band. They're going to be playing at another club in Hartford.
Which one?
Arch Street. I believe it's February 2nd.
Arch Street Tavern.
Yeah.
Can you still throw the peanuts on the floor at Arch Street Tavern?
You know, I don't know. I haven't actually seen Peanuts there when we were there the last 2 times because we went down to see Forward Motion a few times over there. I'll just tell you, if you have the chance, please go see these guys. The name of the band is Goodnight Blue Moon. The song is called How Long. I totally dug them. Here you go.
The town shut down and all you see is white. You hail the checkered cab and pay the bill. The memory of a happy time repeats inside your mind. How did you get here? And how long before you go? Way out west, my one true love awaits, sheltered by the mountains and her pride. Well, pain is just the obstacle, but the distance is the crime. Well, how did you get here? And how long before you go? You can count the many miles of highway as you run from all your fears. There's measurements in arguments as the days turn into years. You can build a house, but you cannot pay the rent. Create escapes from life without consent. No one says you're perfect, but your heart is full of gold. How did you get here? And how long before you go? What you came here for? Is this what we are? last train out of town. Never cared to wait or say goodbye. Blissful but alone, you only listen to yourself. How did you get here? And how long before you go? How did you get here? And how long before you go?
Fresh, organic, and homegrown. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Well, I'm climbing on up the mountain. Sun gonna shine on me, shine on me. Well, I'm climbing on up the mountain. Love gonna set me free, set me free. Well, I'm climbing on up the mountain. Everybody wanna be on top, be on top, be on top. When the road gets long and your life gets tough, baby, don't give up, don't give up. 'Cause we're climbing on up the mountain, climbing on up the mountain, climbing on up the mountain, climbing on up the mountain. Hey, 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 oh Lord. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Oh, take it to the head. You heard what I said. Gonna set you free. Baby, stick with me. Just don't forget along the way. It's all about you. It's all about me. 'Cause we're climbing on up the mountain. 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 Hey, hey. You gotta climb on up the mountain, baby. Oh yeah.
Climbing on up the mountain. Climbing on up the mountain. Climbing on up the mountain.
We could have had actual DJs.
You'll get a kick out of this one.
Instead, we got these guys.
47% of people on the radio don't wear pants. It's a fact.
It's a work in progress. onthehorn.com. onthehorn.com.
She went down to that river to hear that preacher speak her name. He said, let this water wash
What you're listening to right now is Jim Carpenter and the Julios from New London doing a song called He Gave Her Roses from their album Rosalie. The Julios kind of remind me of a band from New Orleans called the Iguanas. They're going to be playing down at Black Eyed Sally's on the 24th of January, Thursday night. There's another band playing with them called the Weird Beards, who I know absolutely almost nothing about. Before that, you heard the Alexis P. Suter Band with Climbing On Up the Mountain. Alexis is going to be coming back down to Black Eyed Sally's on the 2nd of February. It's a Saturday evening. Now back to the music. What you're listening to right now is the beginning of The Soul of a Man playing Cherry Red Wine. They'll be down at Black Eyed Sally's on the 18th of January. Here from Boston, Massachusetts, Soul of a Man.
Watching you, baby. Watching you all the time. Watching you, baby. Yeah. So watching you all the time. Watching you destroy yourself, woman. Well, all you do is sit around drinking wine. You worry, baby. I'm sitting here wondering, what in the world can I do? So much to live for, darling, but I just can't sit around watching that wine destroy you.
he knows what's going on in your head. Oh, you gonna drink that bad wine, baby. Even the grass on your grave will be cherry red.
You're on the horn. onthehorn.com.
Freddie King was a friend of mine, although I never saw him play. He didn't have time to say too much till he made it to his hideaway. Albert King sure could play that thing. No one could ever fill his shoes. And it goes, where it goes, oh it goes, well it goes. Carrying on the torch, carrying on the torch of the blues. But a guy could bring a tear to your eye, have you on the edge of your seat. And B.B. King can play most anything. No one could ever sound so sweet. Stevie Ray was only here for a day, but his music carries on. And it goes, where it goes, oh it goes, well it goes. Carrying on the torch, carrying on the torch of the blues, yeah. Somewhere there's a party, everybody's come to play. Willie Dixon, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters too, passing the time of day. Everybody's dancing, and the whiskey flows like rain. If you look inside, you'll be satisfied. Hear the guitars play, yeah. There's a red house over yonder, and that's where Jimmy stays. Stand next to his fire, keeping that rise for days. If you feel it burn inside you, then you're carrying the torch on too. And it goes, well it goes, oh it goes, well it goes. Carrying on the torch, 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 carrying on the torch of the blues. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Everybody gets the blues. New York City. Lord, you make me feel alright. Carrying on the torch, 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 carrying on the torch.
At home, work, or your favorite coffee shop, If there's a Wi-Fi connection, get on the horn. Hartford's heart and soul. onthehorn.com.
Stars are falling from the sky. That's what happens when they die. Time will tell for you and I. Yes, tell us when to say goodbye. This love is nothing but a game, and other people say the same. But when you called me by my name, I turned around and gladly came. We must be foolish, we have been to kiss. We must get through this affair. There's someone watching, we must be stopping. My heart is dropping to the floor. Nothing hides us from their eyes. They're always watching, you realize. So tell me, what is our disguise that hides us from their watching eyes? One more night I'll spend with you. One more night and then we're through. How can our hearts be so untrue? Now I must say so long adieu. We must be foolish to go on like this, or we must get through this affair. There's someone watching, we must be stopping. My heart is dropping to the floor.
That was Miss Tess and the Talkbacks. They will be back at Black Eyed Sally's on Thursday, the 17th of January. Before that, we heard Papa Chubby carry on the torch of the blues. Papa Chubby makes his return to Sally's on Friday, the 25th of January. But now we have Brian T-Bone Lee with your black-eyed news.
Parker.
How about if I turn your mic on?
Oh, Ribeye, what are you doing? We were flawless to this point. Flawless to this point.
I suck.
That's all right. We had a winner in our Feed Our Friends contest. It was Whitney Amundsen. And now let's get right into the Black Eyed News. This week's first item comes from a website called AZ Central. It's an interview with Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Greg Allman, and it's about the recording of his last album, which was called Low Country Blues. It was produced by T-Bone Burnett, which brought up us getting our blues nicknames going earlier tonight.
That's right, T-Bone, yeah.
If you haven't heard this disc, it's really worth a listen. Anything that T-Bone does is going to be completely stripped down. It's going to be down and just gritty stuff. The link will be up on our website on the Horn page. As soon as I get home tonight, I'll probably put it up or give it to Brian and he'll put it up for us.
That would be great. You know, I did read that article. Great stuff about it. If you like Greg Allman and the Allman Brothers, you have to listen to this. It's fascinating. You get a little bit of the inside knowledge of how this stuff works. He's talking to T-Bone. He's talking about T-Bone gave him a modem of 3,000 songs.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a modem is. Is that just like a stock of stuff that they have rights to rejuice?
It's like a card of just music. Here's what I want you to listen to.
Oh, that's so cool.
I watched an interview with Greg Allman last year, and he said basically the drummer was playing his regular drum beats, and he had like ankle weights on that were full of lead shot. And he was getting this other rhythmic thing going with his feet, this really weird percussive thing, along with what he was doing with his hands. So it's a really, really cool thing. T-Bone's amazing. He's a brilliant producer.
This is very cool. Yeah, he said he'll maybe peel off, of the 3,000, he'll peel off 20 of them and pick 12 to 15 that he really liked to refurbish and rearrange to make his own song. And then, if they like that, then they'll send him some more and they'll try to make a whole album out of it. It was really cool. I mean, it even gets into Greg Allman's autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he started writing that back in 1983, more of just like a journal.
Yep.
That was so cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His autobiography is actually better than most musicians' autobiographies too. He can actually put a thought together, which most of these guys can't.
He has a funny line. He says, I wrote that stuff down thinking that someday I would be an old codger sitting on the porch rocking chair, and I'd pull out my journal and read back and try to kind of relive all that stuff.
Yep.
I think that's just cool. Really great article. We'll have it. It's at azcentral.com, which is like an Arizona news website. I'm not really sure exactly who they are, but a great article. And I guess he lives out there, which is how they got the story.
Yep. I think that they did an interview with him. So, yeah. The second piece of news is about West Hartford resident Steve Balkin, who is going to be representing the state of Connecticut in the IBC Challenge in Memphis next month, and the luthier business that he's basically created out of his basement. The article was done in The Current last week. I believe it was on Wednesday. Again, the link will be on the website. Give the story a read. It's really fun, and it's good to know that somebody in the area is doing something this cool. And he makes his own stuff. He plays his own stuff. Everything that he's taken out to Memphis with him is going to be of his own design. So it's pretty cool.
What's also great is he has a great story about being at Black Eyed Sally's.
Oh, I know.
And then running home and
getting
grabbing his guitar and zipping back because he wants to play with it. But we'll have a link to it. You got to read the article. It's just great.
Last week we got into a couple of the lists. I love lists. Lists are like my favorite thing in the entire world. If you're a bartender, lists are your best friend. Rolling Stone's top 50 songs of the year. The top 10 is, all I'm going to say is it's really interesting. Give it a look. And the last story is a little something that's closer to my heart. I don't like to do sad stories. This isn't really a sad story, but to me it kind of is. The online Daily Beast had a poll up last week that said that the Hartford, New Haven metro area finished 6th as the drunkest area in the country. Guys, this is disappointing to me. You can do better.
Wait, you want us to get more drunk?
Yes. What do I do for a living, for goodness sakes? Of course I want you to be more drunk.
You know, bartenders are liable if someone gets in an accident there.
We have cabs. We have devices at our whim to take care of people.
Have you heard of this? I think it's called AM Rides or something. Have you heard of this? You give them a call, and I don't know. I can't remember what the website is or the phone number. It's like 1-800-AM Rides or something, and they will just send, free of charge. They will send someone out, pick you up, and bring you home.
I do not know if
it's all done through charity, and like people donate to this because they think it's a great cause. And look, if you don't have cab money, we'll come out, we'll pick you up, and we'll take you home. We'll just make sure you get home safely.
It's totally, if that's a real website or if that's a real thing, I'm totally for that. I think it's great. I will say this: our performance was a little bit better than Springfield and Providence, who were 10 and 14. Guys, you guys are slacking.
Well, Boston has got to be bad.
Of course, Boston.
Boston topped the list.
They topped the list, which really isn't a shocker, being that they can't even keep their baseball team sober in the clubhouse. You're welcome, Dave Moore.
Okay, Dave Moore, sponsored by Vinny Trantolo.
That's the end of the Black Eyed News for this week. The next band that's coming up is going to be opening for Girls, Guns, and Glory on Thursday, the 31st of January. The name of the band is Ellison Jackson. They take their name from a fisherman that drowned in the 1960s. Everything that I've heard from these guys, they have a real Cure kind of sound, which is totally different than anything we've played on this show or even played out at the bar. So this is from their album. It's called I Do Believe She Flew Out of the Drain Pipe. The song is called Burned. Once again, it's Ellison Jackson.
I've been burned for the last time.
Hartford Online Radio Network. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Hey, pretty lady, come and sit up next to me.
That's Ryan Hart and the Blue Hearts, who are returning down to Black Eyed Sally's on the 26th of January. The next two tunes up are the bands that are playing down to Sally's this weekend. First up, the Jackleg Preachers from Salem, Mass. They will be there on Friday evening, January 11th. After that will be the Delta Generators, who are there on January the 12th. Jackleg Preachers up first with Jackleg Preacher and the Idiot Son.
Jackleg Preacher and the Idiot Son walked for miles and smiles in the blistering sun. Neither one knowing which way they were going. Outlaws on the run, just looking for fun. Trying to win converts in every one-horse town. Dark city ballroom, circus clowns, playing sleight of hand with unwitting fools, stealing and cheating and breaking the rules. The Jackleg Preacher and the Idiot Son twist the minds of the faithful, their words like a gun. Polluting the hearts of every man, child, and woman. And they're leading the blind down the road to row one. Gathering close, New Age congregation, only one step away from total damnation. Baptisms of fire and sermons of lies. Every promise is granted, all messages denied. Consumed with desire, avarice and lust. Silence with a furious sound for all who picked up what they laid down. All you fools rush in. Let the dark reign begin. Herald the fall man. There is no master plan.
You're on the horn. onthehorn.com.
When the dinner bell rings, they all come running.
Here's this week's rundown. Tonight, January 8th, Mike Palin's Other Orchestra, back after a 2-week layoff. If you haven't seen the Hartford Current today, there is a wonderful article about Mike Palin's Other Orchestra. The photo takes up most of the above the fold section. Pretty cool stuff. I like seeing stuff with the Black Eyed Sally's logo in the background. Wednesday night, January 9th, Blues Open Mic, this week hosted by Ed Bradley.
And January 9th,
yes,
Mrs. Parker's birthday.
Really?
That's right.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Parker.
Happy birthday.
Thursday, January 10th, the Sawtells, 8 o'clock.
January 10th, Mr. Parker's birthday.
Really? Well, you should take yourself down to see the Sawtells.
Sawtells. No, instead I'll be sitting home while my wife goes out to Pilates, and I'll be watching the kid.
Woo, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Have a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night, January 11th, the Jackleg Preachers, 9 p.m. start. Saturday, January the 12th, the Delta Generators, 9 p.m. Monday night, January 14th, Monday Night Jazz. This week's featured performer is a Damian Curtis band, which means Latin jazz. Hell yes. Hope to see you down at Black Eyed Sally's this week, but if not, please continue to support live music wherever you are. Please stay tuned for Dave Moore and News Talk tonight. See you next week.